All right, we're joining following the second round of the NCAA tournament with William Smith Lacrosse. From left to right is sophomore Kayla Quirk, head coach Anne Phillips, and junior Delaney Cassidy. Coach, you want to just start us off with your thoughts on today's game?
Well, first of all, we knew that Amherst was going to be a very formidable opponent. In the years that I've coached, I know Chris Paradis when she was the head coach here, and obviously Brooke Diamond O'Brien played here, was a standout goalie for Amherst. I think they won the national championship when she was the goalie. Was an outstanding coach at Washington and Lee. So I have tremendous respect for the coaching staff. I have tremendous respect for Amherst, and I knew this was going to be a battle. It wasn't textbook pretty all day. But I will say that they say you don't have to draw a diagram. You just have to win, and nobody really cares what it looked like. But it was a hard-fought game, and it went down to the last few seconds. And these two ladies on my left and right were instrumental in our win, and I could not be more proud of them.
I mean, you talk about the instrumental, 8 goals from your midfielders, 5 goals from your attackers today. Probably one of the first times all season that you've had that sort of a flip in where the scoring is coming from. Just what was the key, first to you and then to both of you guys, is why the midfielders got open today?
Well, we've been trying to flip that script all year and get more production out of the midfield. When Natalie Daniels went out this season, we were counting on her. She really dominated in the midfield, and then the attack really supported that effort. Now we do things a little bit more by committee, so a lot more people had to get involved. But when you have someone injured that's that instrumental late in the season and you're trying to adjust late, it's not easy. So the things that we designed and the things that we worked on all last week, we were successful executing, and fortunately, like Kayla had 4 goals, I think might be your high for the season. What a great day to bring that out. And then Delaney and Kayla were dominant on the draw circle, and then Delaney, how many do you have? 2. And so this is what we've been trying to kind of work on to create that balance where we have scoring from the midfield and scoring from the attack.
Yeah, Kayla, for you, I felt like the north-south ability for you was just on point today. Can you just talk me through what you saw from their defense?
Yeah, absolutely. I had 2 dodges, north and south, and I think all week following this game, everyone trusted me in that spot. We knew I had to step up because we have attackers that are obviously good shooters, and everyone had confidence in me, as I did with my other teammates, so I just took what I saw and just went to goal hard.
What did you take away from not being able to play in the Liberty League semifinals to come into this weekend?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I had to trust the process, and I was taken out of, I didn't take 8 meters leading up to this game, but people just have faith in me, and I took that to heart, and I just played hard because obviously I watched my team go down in Liberty Leagues, and that's of course hard to do and watch on the sidelines, and just ultimately having faith in my teammates and them having faith in me, I wanted to bring it.
Yeah.
And I think, if I could just add, and I think that Kayla got hurt the day before the semifinal. And so the decision was, well, do we try to let her play hurt and make it worse, or do we just hope for the best? And we hoped for the best, and it didn't work out for us. But ultimately, giving her the time to heal helped us today. And at the end of the day, this was more important.
Yeah, big time. Delaney, for you, it's the free positions that end up being where you capitalize. Just when you get into that setting in the third quarter on the first one that you have, for you, I mean, you haven't even been on the 8-meter line that many times this year. Just what's going through your head?
Yeah, we practice a lot in practice, obviously, and it's all about having a plan every time you go into it, and then eventually, when you get to the point where you need to shoot, looking at the goalie and finding the net. And I've really been focusing on that all week long. I knew it was going to be crucial, especially playing against a zone. Like, you have to be ready to take those 8 meters. And then with the additional help of Catherine coming up to me, looking me in the eyes and being like, you got this. So it's all about trusting your teammates, trusting yourself. I've done it before. I know I can do it. So you just got to put your head down and go get that goal.
Yeah, Coach obviously talked about how big the wing play is in a game here today. It feels like, when you have Natalie, you guys get to play so passive on those wings, and you know that she can get it herself. And then today, because of the wing play from Amherst, you still have situations where you need to play it low, you need to play it close. Just kind of how did that matchup go? Delaney, to you first, and then if you have anything to add, Kayla, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's another thing that we did all week in practice. Is our zone is really good, so playing against our defenders helps us a lot to recognize how a defense moves and getting the ball movement to recognize when that wing is going to be open. That elbow player on defense is usually the one that, is going to be moving around a lot, so you just have to recognize the timing, and Eric always says attack together, so, noticing when it's your time to go, you have to take that opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. And we just swung the ball fast. And if we caught our girl in front of us, like not ready for the 1v1, we didn't expect the backer to be ready for that. So we just took what we could.
All right, good luck in the next round.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.